Hello, Libra. Welcome to your love and romance reading for, what is this, June? June 2022. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're new to my channel, every week I do readings where we talk about everything other than love. Every day we do a daily message. Once a month is a love reading, and that's what's going on here. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And as always, you may need a private reading. All right, my darling Libras, what is going on here? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and romance, please, for June 2022. Or whenever you happen to stumble upon this video, because you'll find it when you're meant to find it. All right, movie just a little bit closer. First card coming up for Libra is the Six of Swords. Libra, you are ready for peace, for harmony, for positive communication. You're not looking for drama. You're not looking for craziness. You're not looking for that hectic kind of stuff. So when the Six of Swords comes up, I've actually heard certain readers give the keyword for the Six of Swords as honeymoon. Okay, some of you could be entering a honeymoon phase in a relationship. Some of you could be getting to know someone, and this person might say, hey, why don't we take a trip? Or why don't you go here with me? Why don't you go there with me? There could be something here around travel, okay, for some of you. It can also indicate or signify that you're coming into a period of time where you're putting the problems and the headaches and the drama behind you, right? And you're just looking forward, and it's just smoother sailing, calmer waters, a more peaceful time. Some of you may be taking a trip or planning a trip. And on this trip, there could be some romance for you on this trip. Like if you're single, you may be going on a trip, and on this trip you are meeting somebody, and there could be a bit of a romance. Although, I will say this. Spirit will show me a situation, like either something that happened for me in my life or somebody that I've been reading for, to say, hey, this is what's going on in the situation. And Spirit just reminded me, and this came up the other day in the daily card too. I shared this with those of you who saw it. Sometimes Six of Swords comes up for me where you just think you're going on a trip, but things align, things fall into place, and you end up relocating. You end up you just thought you were going to visit. You didn't think you were going to stay, but then next thing you know, all of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay, here's an opportunity to move. So some of you may be taking a trip or going on vacation, and you may be meeting a person, and you may end up with the chance to stay there. Because Spirit is reminding me, I had a friend who got a job in Philadelphia and wanted me to move out there. And I didn't think I was going to move out there, but I was like, I'll just go. Like, it'll be fun, right? So I was staying with my friend. And then I started dating this guy, and we were dating like 3 weeks. And then he, like, after 3 weeks, like, wanted me to move in with him, and was talking, like, about the future and meeting his kids and maybe possibly getting married. And for me, I was like, that's way too soon. Like, I can't do it. Like, 3 weeks is like way too soon. Like, we'll see, I like you. And he got really angry. He got really mad. I was like, that's not a good reaction. That's a red flag. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to see this dude anymore. And then he calmed down and he apologized. And he's like, no, we could go, so like we can wait. And I was considering, I almost moved there. I ended up not moving there. But some of you may have like that kind of a situation where you might meet somebody and they're like, please don't go. Please stay here. Some of you could have that kind of a situation coming up, those of you who are planning to travel. Now, maybe you're not taking the trip in June. Maybe you're planning the trip in June, or you're booking the trip in June. But there could be an element of travel here. If you're going with a person, like if somebody's like, hey, let's go away together, There could be, this person might have it in the back of their mind that they might be considering moving to this place, maybe not anytime soon, and that's why they're not telling you. Maybe that they're thinking of moving there, but don't be surprised if you get out there and then it's like, oh my gosh, what if we just stayed here? I've seen that happen a lot of the times with the Six of Swords over the years reading for people. It could be like this impromptu relocation. Like you weren't expecting it, but just things fall into place, and it's like, okay, well, let's do this then. But overall, this is going to be a more peaceful, more harmonious relationship. And this is going to be the kind of relationship where we're not fighting, we're not arguing, we're not bickering, right? There's good communication. There's, talking things through. There's being able to make good, solid plans. It's just no drama. Next card that's coming up here for Libra is the Two of Wands. Okay. Now, the Two of Wands gets a bad rap in tarot because a lot of the times, anytime we have like the plurals, people are like, oh my gosh, it's a third party situation, or oh my gosh, this person has another person on the side. And that can sometimes be the message, but not always, especially when we have Two of Wands coming up with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords isn't chaos. Six of Swords isn't drama. It's peace, it's happiness. So it brings out the element of the Two of Wands of partnership. Okay? Two of Wands has the element of partnership. It's also choices and decisions. And some of you have heard me say the Two of Wands is a card that comes up when we have to look at expectation versus reality. And the way that we avoid having high expectations and then being disappointed by the reality is by communicating and asking questions. Okay? So, Libra, I feel like this is potential for a really good future plan with somebody, or a really good, resolution to conflict, or a really great new love. But it might be really important for you to ask questions just to make sure you all are thinking the same thing when you're talking about certain things. Okay? Um, uh, so like if somebody is saying that they want a serious relationship or they want a marriage, okay, what does that look like to you? How do you define like a successful, healthy, serious relationship? What are your expectations of a marriage, right? What would be different in a marriage versus two people who are living together? Okay. Or if we're living together, what are going to be the expectations? What are going to be the house rules? What are going to be, like these are good things to try to get into place. For some of you, this could be somebody who's talking about having children, and you both might say, okay, yeah, but we don't want to have kids right away. And one person might be thinking that means we'll try in a couple of years. The other person might think that that means we'll try in a couple of months. And if you don't talk about that, and then all of a sudden that person's like, okay, it's been a few months now, let's do this, let's start trying to make that baby. You're like, whoa, I thought you meant not right away. You might not have the same idea or definition. So that's why it's a good idea to ask. Like just ask, like, what does that look like to you? Or what do you mean by that? Or what do you think of when you think of that? That way there aren't any weird surprises down the road that now you're all confused and you're trying to figure it out and you're all frustrated. So ask questions, communicate, communicate, communicate. But Two of Wands in this sense to me feels like a good partnership. So this might be a relationship where you all aren't just in a relationship, but you're really, really working together towards goals. Okay? This could be someone that's really kind of helping you out with your dreams and ambitions, and vice versa. You all might be very supportive of each other in your endeavors, your dreams, your projects, your goals, your careers, even. Um, and I do feel for some of you, there may be a situation where it's like a newer relationship, but you're being faced with the decision of whether or not you're going to move because of a career situation. either you or this person, sometimes roles can reverse. One of you might be offered a job elsewhere or have a really great opportunity for their career elsewhere. And so you all might be talking about, okay, well, you want to come with me? You want to do this? It could be that kind of a situation here for some of you. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Nine of Pentacles. So what did I say? There could be something here in terms of career. Now, for some of you, okay, this could be somebody that you met on their travels, and you may feel a connection, right? There may even be talk of seeing each other again, or meeting up again, but you're like, when is this person gonna like tell me what they're thinking? When is this person gonna tell me what they're feeling? And the Nine of Pentacles for me is like, this is someone who's really taken by you. Like, they're really noticing you, they're really admiring you, but they might kind of see you a little bit like, oh, I don't know, Libra seems a little bit too good to be true. So they might be watching you from a distance, trying to wait and see, like, when is the mask gonna slip? Like, when are they gonna let their guard down? When am I gonna get a glimpse of the true colors here, right? It always makes me think of the song by Blake Shelton, Who Are You When I'm Not Looking? Okay, so there's this sense and this feeling of like they just kind of really want to be sure. This could be somebody who's been burned really badly, and so they're just like, I don't know, are you like all the other people, Libra, where you look all perfect at once, and then, you know, once we're together, once we're committed, once we're like moved in, all of a sudden the fangs and the claws come out. Like, they're just trying to get a really good idea of who you are. I do feel for some of you, this has been already going on for a while, so there may be like a declaration of love all of a sudden. And you're like, whoa, where is this coming from? Like, somebody might be telling you, like, hey, you know, I want to go on a trip with you, or I want to show you around, or I want to see you, or I want you to come to see me. And you might kind of like, where is this coming from? But this person's been watching you. Um, uh, Probably through social media for the majority of you. But there's a sense and this feeling here of like somebody really admiring you, really being impressed by you, really like putting you on a pedestal almost. And so some of you may also be meeting a significant person through your your work. Nine of Pentacles also comes up with the energy that somebody is coming into success because they're getting their anxiety under control. And maybe for some of you Libras, this has been an issue. This has been an issue, but you're getting it under control, and now you can have success in your love life because you have the anxiety under control, and you don't have that mean little voice in your head at the steering wheel that's telling you everything's going to go wrong, or you're not good enough, or there's a sense here of like mastery over anxiety with the Nine of Pentacles. So again, and you have the Six of Swords here, smoother sailing, peaceful waters, calmer waters, balanced emotions. For some of you, this could be the person that you're dealing with. Like, they might realize that they got to get their anxiety under control, and they're going to. I mean, these cards tell us that they're going to. So your next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is commitment. Okay? It can also be slow and steady wins the race. Okay? So, you know, one person here might be like, let's do this. Let's run away together. Let's elope. Let's be together. Another person might say, well, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. However, I do feel here, maybe it's not happening as quickly as one person wants, and maybe it's not happening as slowly as one person wants. You all might meet in the middle in terms of the time frame here of how quickly these big changes are happening, but there is a sense of commitment. The Knight of Pentacles is very committed. And the Knight of Pentacles, also coming here with the Nine of Pentacles. As I said, Nine of Pentacles can indicate anxiety, right? And so some of you might have anxiety about, like, I really want this relationship to work out, or your partner really might have anxiety around that. But the Knight of Pentacles comes in to say this success, like the key to success, isn't like hustling or grinding. It's not, white knuckling. It's not obsessing about a situation. The key to success is just showing up every day, one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. The key to success is consistency. It doesn't have to be crazy, hectic, intense energy. One foot in front of the other. Just keep showing up. Just keep taking the steps, and all else will fall into place. So I feel here with this relationship, there's a sense of like just one day at a time, right? And you're going to make progress. And the relationship is going to grow and it's going to flourish. And there's a sense of commitment here. I also feel that for some of you, those of you who have like a new person approaching you, this person seems to be really into you, but the Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles gives me a feeling or a sense that they might not be quickly like physically intimate with you. And so you might be a little bit confused. Like, they say they're into me. And Libra, maybe you're just used to people like sliding in your DMs and, messaging you all kinds of racy stuff. Like, you might be used to people coming at you with a very physical approach, or a very forward or direct, like hot and steamy kind of approach. And this person is like telling you they want to be with you. They're like talking about the future. They may even be wanting to like, go on a trip with you, or, travel with you. And but they're not taking like these physical steps. So you might be a little bit confused, like, okay, well, maybe they're not into me like that, or maybe they think I'm a nice person, but maybe they're not attracted to me. Like, what is going on? I feel there is attraction here. We have Two of Wands. We could have had another card that indicates relationship or partnership, but we have Wands, and Wands are fiery energy. The Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles together make me feel like this is someone who's bracing themselves, because it's like if they, or maybe some of you, it could even be in a thing of like a reconciliation. You might be taking the physical intimacy part of it slow, because it's like this feeling of, once I unleash this, like, it's over, right? Like there's no coming back. Once I unleash this physical connection or this passion, like, this could be just a very intense person, and they might feel like they don't make good decisions. Like, once the passion is involved, they're going to be blind to a lot of things. They're not going to see the red flags, or they're not going to realize that they're being disrespected or mistreated, because they're so taken by the passion, or they're so taken by the physical connection. So this could be someone who's just like, look, before I go getting all lost, before I, go all, head over heels here, let me just really, really get to know Libra. And let me just really make sure that Libra is a safe person. Because once I get into that passion, I'm like an idiot. I'm not going to make good decisions. I'm not going to make good choices. And so this person could be taking it very slow for that reason, or vice versa, Libra. Maybe some of you feel that way. So it could be a little bit confusing, because you might be looking at this like, this person is acting like they want to be with me, but they're not like making a move physically, or they're not like getting all, mushy gushy with me. I just feel this person's really trying to make sure that this is going to go well, or that like you're going to stick around, before they engage with you in that way. Because once they do, like, that's it, like heart, soul, they're hooked. And so this could be a cautious person that you're dealing with, or vice versa. Sometimes the roles can be reversed. It does look good to me. It looks good. It looks promising. It looks like there's a lot of opportunity here for long term, and working together and growing together and building together. Something about all this, though, does give me a feeling and a vibe of like a fresh start, like clean slate, fresh start. So there, as I said, there could be relocation for some of you, or like working together on getting projects or things going. I feel like there's the creation of something new. It feels like a very, very bright, very new energy. You may want to check out your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. Some weeks or some months, those might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's a link in the description of the video that will take you to the scheduling page. Don't forget to check out the weekly forecasts, where we talk about everything other than love and romance. And then every single day, I pull a daily message on the channel as well. So hopefully you all can check that out. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a fabulous month ahead. Take care and be well, my dears.